Hi there. Happy Venus Day. I hope you're doing well. I am the truth and you are too. Welcome to this week's Venus Day Deck reading. Everything you need to know pertaining to me and my services is located in the description box of this video for you to see. For this week's Venus Day Deck reading, I'll be channeling with there's Archangel Michael, who's supporting the collective's highest good and the highest good. When I looked up Archangel Michael, they said that he is the angel of protection. He is the one who is like God. He is the angel. He's a warrior. He is a warrior. He is the angel of justice, and he's an angel of like with the swords. If you ever see Archangel Michael, he usually has a sword in his hand, and he's usually has like his foot on the devil's face, defeating the devil. And my bad. I asked Archangel Michael myself, who are you and how would you like to describe yourself? He said the following. The number 3 came up. And I see the number 3 as communication. I see it as your environment, the people that you mingle with, that you interact with, usually community. See it as social media, society. I see it as, social media, society influence. And it could also be like the influence that all of the stuff that I just said has on you. And then he said the following: anyone in a dire space, if there is a dire energy or situation in general, Archangel Michael paves a way for ascension, for better, for peace, rest, to make anew. Ascends, transforms, moves something from a negative space, situation to a better one. And he makes sure it is a safe, secure space to express the innocence, child expression, and for rest. So that's Archangel Michael for you, and I will be channeling with him for this week's Venus Day Deck reading. If you hear any extra sounds during this reading, I apologize in advance. Life is life, and I won't handle if it gets too much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's very much appreciated and helpful. And let's begin this week's Venus Day Deck reading. Okay, let's go. Alright, so the topic for this week's Venus Day Deck reading is progression. First card to come out is the Two of Wands, or the Two of Brooms in this deck was Two of Wands. Second card to come out is the Four of Machetes, which is 4 swords. Third card to come out is the Knight of Machetes. Fourth card to come out is the Emperor card. Fifth card to come out is the Five of Machetes. Sixth card to come out is the Hermit card. Seventh card to come out is the Magician. Eighth card to come out is the Three of Brooms. Ninth card to come out is the Three of Pentacles. And the 10th and last card to come out is the Five of Brooms. Bottom of the deck, which is a summary of all of that, you've got the Fool card. And top of the deck, you as you're watching this right now, you've got the Six of Cups. So yeah, let's begin. There's something here with security, with that something here is about security, foundation, home, maybe feeling nurtured, protection, stability, foundation. There's something going on with change, something with change. It could involve like something with expressing yourself as well, something about joy, fun, fulfillment, maybe something about children or the inner child could be in this as well. I feel like it's the first though without the children and stuff, but it could include children. We do have the Six of Cups, so there's children in there, so it could be something about inner child or childhood or children, your children or just children. There's something here also about community, something about community, people who you mingle with, surround yourself with, your environment, um, communication, influence, social media, society, and how all of this can have influence on you. It could be something about children and influence and whatnot, and just like their surroundings, and something about being like soaking up or whatnot. It could be literally children or like metaphorically or whatnot, but like soaking up this type of stuff. There's also 1, 2, 3. It goes all the way up to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even it starts from 0 actually. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's just something about like I'm getting like ages. Maybe there's like something about from the ages 0 to 6. You know what I mean? When you're months old to like 1 year old, then to 6 years old or something. But that makes sense because that's before the number the year 7, and they say that like something about when you're 7 years old, by the time you're 7 years old, and like something about that's where they're getting there too. There could be something about like influence and like how children soak up things like a sponge and all of that stuff. So I'm getting that. Okay. And there could be some changes. Maybe there's some changes or whatnot when it comes to like, man, we the children are the future type of thing. Or just like even like you realizing or something like that about like your childhood or inner child and like the future and progression and all that stuff. Some of you may be traveling, some of you may be traveling or like moving, and there's something about GPS and like the GPS and like the map and whatnot, navigating or whatnot. Yeah, there may be some change in like where you're going or whatnot and the area, like so y'all could actually be like changing like going from one state to another, one country to another, something like that, or some of y'all are traveling and something like that. It could be something about like how there's some people that do take their children with them, or maybe if it's not children, it's just like something about like that and change in like environments to actually learn or grow or something like that. But yeah, there's something about so that there's that with the traveling and like maybe with children and like them like learning through that way and all that stuff. Or there's just something about travel and like navigating through GPS or like a map, changing locations. There could be something about someone on their path or people on their path or something. There's something with like being on a path and like ascending, and there could be winds of change, and that could look like bad sometimes or good, or it's just like the happenings of things or whatnot. Things are stirring up or whatnot maybe, and there's something about like there's the winds of change and things and someone like something about ascending and then like change and whatnot, and like standing super firm and like on your path and who you are as this is happening, as you're ascending and things are changing. I'm getting subtly is like for the future, like progression is for the future and children are the future and everything like that. There's a lot of major arcana cards here. Wow. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Almost skipped ahead. Not safe. There's something about like fragile. Ooh, fragile movement, but it's like in the way that you think and you navigate and you speak or whatnot. So it's like fragile movement, but it's in the way that you think, you speak, and the way that you just navigate or something like that. Maybe during conflict. Yeah, I feel like something with words, your mentality, and being in a gentle, fragile, meditative state or whatnot. And it's giving me, I may be wrong, but it's like, and maybe a little bit like kung fu or whatnot, or like, what's the other one? Whereas like you fight by like deflecting or by like using somebody's like energies to work like against themselves type of thing. And I feel like it's during a conflict or something like that. There could be conflict happening and whatnot, you know, things happening and things like that. And it's like very wise to, I feel, use your communication or your mentality wisely as you move forward swiftly. Um, It could be cunning and sharp, but it's like in a good way. But it could also go a bad way as well. It's something about double-edged sword. Using weapons against them, themselves or something. Okay. Something about taking control of your energy, maybe something about introspection. I did have a video about introspection. Something about taking control, but it's because of taking control of your energy or something, or just taking control of like what's going on around you. You have everything that you need on the inside and stuff like that. And it's like if you were to jump or like take a risk and it could seem like it's by yourself, it's like the most important thing is to have control of something about introspection and having control of your own energy, your own magic as you take this risk, make that jump or whatnot. It's giving me a little solar plexus kind of thing, or like just knowing yourself or being firm in yourself definitely helps with jumping, because as long as you are super solid with yourself and everything, like you're good to experience anything or something. Okay. Make sure. Okay. Yeah, seeing like something similar here with the Two of Brooms, the Hermit, and the Fool card over here. There's something about deep introspection and knowing your path and knowing your inner direction, especially as you are going into a new beginning. In one of my decks or whatnot, the Psychic Tarot deck, I think, the Psychic Tarot deck or something, I forgot, Oracle deck or whatever. That one, I feel like the Fool card in that one sticks with me the most, because she's like literally stepping into like darkness or whatnot, or into like the black space with the stars and the planets and all that stuff. So there's something about like introspection, maybe something about navigating your own path or your inner path or something like that. As you start this new beginning, you jump or whatnot, you enter this dark space or whatnot. Something about calculated risk, and it's giving me most definitely Virgo, which is one of the signs that's here, and we are about to go into Virgo season. Actually, when this uploads, we are in Virgo season. So yeah, oh wow. And as this premieres, the moon is in Aries. So That makes sense. There's something about that. Okay. There's something about, like, I'm gonna say, like, using your powers, using your magic or whatnot, but it's more of like, because you are super, like, in this meditative state or like aligned or whatnot. There's something about using that. You have all that you need and rest in that knowing. Something about, I feel like something about introspection, something about self and like your core and like being good here so you can do anything. You know what I mean? Being good right here so you can do anything. You know what's very interesting? I forgot where I learned this or who I learned this from, whatever. But like they were briefly giving me like a fight, like a lesson on like how to like do like simple kung fu or fight or whatever, and they would, no, it was martial arts or something, and they were saying like some, or and also that whole thing when you're at a certain job and like during the training they say like if you're doing heavy lifting, they say you have to be super close to it to pick it up, because like it's better to be super close to it to pick it up than to be far away and try to pick it up. That's how you mess up your back, that's how you mess up your body. So there's something about that here or whatnot, metaphorically or whatever, right? Where it's like the core, you good here so you can do anything out here. I hope I'm making sense. This has to do with, man, it's crazy. I think this does have to do with like children or your inner child or something with childhood or whatnot. There could be something also control over your pleasures and everything like that. Yeah, there could be something with control over your pleasures. I feel like some of y'all may need to be careful of overindulgence. That can make you into the Eight of Swords somehow. I don't know how to explain. I know what it is. I don't know how to explain it right now. It's gonna be too deep, too long. But it gives, like, there's something about like that, and it could be like it gives you. It's like something about like overindulgence or whatnot, and it could give you like some type of smoky mirrors to the Ace of Cups or something like that, but not that. There's something about knowing where you're going. Knowing where you're going and your mindset. There may be some type of ascension in like your mindset or something like that. Getting smarter, better and better. Cardi, people be talking crazy about Cardi, man. I get it, but I get Cardi at the same time. I get people that like people generally don't, you know, unpopular opinion type of thing. Yeah, something about mindset and maybe ascending. Maybe, and it's crazy, like the Six of Swords isn't here. Nah, it's definitely not here. There may be a little bit of smoke mirrors, but not really. I don't know. Let's not go off there. So it's giving me Six of Swords and a little bit of Eight of Wands, like mental progression or like something about mentality and ascending and something happening swiftly. And it's like, sure, right? Be careful like the swiftness though. Like, make sure you are good here and everything's good before like, shoo. There's something about mental progression maybe. Oh, this is interesting. This has to do, there's something here with someone being like a leader or an authoritative figure. What do they call that? They say like, you know, when you was in school and like you had to sign the permission slip or something like that, and they said parent or guardian. There's something about guardian or whatnot, or being a leader or being like an authoritative figure within some type of dynamic when it comes to working on something or at a job, or maybe just working on something on a project, teamwork. And it's like maybe a manager, and it's like being the boss like, and basically directing someone on, or other people on what to do, basically, or whatnot, based on their roles. And it's like, you could be a leader. Wow, I'm not gonna mention it. I don't want to do that. You could be like a manager at a job, and then there's like supervisor at St. Peter's when I used to work there. Like it was like supervisor, then there was the floor managers, then there were the nurses, then there were the nursing assistants. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like something like that. Like it trickles down, and it's like, okay, this is what's happening, this is what's going on, you do this because this is your job, da, da, da. And then it trickles down, okay, this, da, 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 and you move that way. I don't like explaining. Delegating, maybe. Man, it ends in like some type of chaos. Like that's interesting. Yeah, there's something with like changes going on, and like the conflict can arise. I feel like it's the wind of change. This is interesting. I'm wondering also if like there's some type of change in like how the dynamics of everything is about to happen. And this could be happening micro. I'm getting the micro macro thing. Like this could be happening on micro scale, like in people's individual lives, not so serious but so serious at the same time, but like macro in a way, whatnot. Whereas like, okay, the universe is ready to progress and move forward, so this is gonna happen on a macro scale, kind of like. And then there's something with like that, and there could be like, since the winds of change is going on, there could be some type of conflict, chaos during all of it. I feel like there is needing of a management when it comes to that. I don't know if people are going to be upset about who's in charge. I'm getting a little bit, or like there's going to be, or there's something here that's rearranging for who's in charge. Or I don't mean to do the hierarchy thing. It was coming in my head, but it kind of is getting there, but it's not hierarchy. It's more like delegating. That's what we learned in nursing school. Is we had to learn how to delegate and everything like that, based on people, based on like how new someone was to something, or how experienced somebody was on something, and what their position was, if they were a nurse or if they were a nursing assistant. There could be a new nurse coming in, right? Who was new to the hospital, but there's some nursing assistant who is hierarchically, whatever, lower than a nurse or under a nurse or whatnot. But like they have more experience than that nurse, It's like all of that. Like it's just like, I think things are just shifting and stuff. Hold on. Okay. This all could be happening like mentally, like spiritually, energetically, and there could be like something about mentalities, and I'm hearing like get with the program, mentalities, the way people are, like the psyche, maybe speaking. There could be words being said and stuff like that. And I don't know, I'm getting the whole thing like with the phones and stuff like that. Like people are like, I'm not giving up this phone or this way because da da da. And it's like, that's okay, right? People still kind of survive off of like certain phones or whatnot. But at some point, the upgrade or whatever the progression that's happening is gonna be so like adamant that like at some point you do have to at least get like a newer phone that is still like going along with where we are. It's crazy. I'm going back to the nursing thing. Who's like in nursing? It's me, but that's just the way I could see it too. Like that happens in nursing too. We kind of like, we're in any job, you kind of like progress and get better in ways on how to make things better, you know, how to like better take care of patients in the most efficient way, quickly and effectively, the most efficient way or whatnot. And it feels like it's micro and like it's macro or whatnot, like happening with the world, but happening on people's lives in certain ways or whatnot. Progression is not a bad thing. This is what I'm saying. Like people usually be talking about technology and all that stuff. And I think I had this random conversation with this lady one time where we were talking about it too. Yeah, we're having a conversation, and one of the things that stuck out though, where we were having a conversation where it was like, I was like, because I think, yeah, I was just saying, because the people always say, oh, technology and social media, and I'm like, nah, it's the way that y'all using it. Like, people still don't get that the algorithm is literally us technically. You know what I mean? It's the way you use it, the way you progress. It's, you know what I mean? Progression and technology and all that stuff is not bad. I feel like it's the way you use it and stuff like that. I think it's us, ultimately. But I'm not going to go into that rabbit hole. Nope. Because it was a rabbit hole with her. Hold on. I might have to do that again, but yeah. So in order, there's something about, like, I'm going this way. Like, your path or something about someone's path or like a path or whatnot, what direction you're going. Some people may be traveling. There's something about being in this meditative, like aligned state or whatnot, and it has to do with like forward movements mentally. Maybe something about mentality, acting on something, maybe about to say something. And this has to do with something about like either, and in here, like there's somebody being like a boss, manager, in charge of something, an authoritative figure, or just being in control of yourself, or self-governing or something like that, or just whatnot. Something about taking control. But it's like something with the mentality, like being strong in your mentality, like you're in this meditative and it's like clear and you swiftly start moving or whatnot. It gives me King of Swords as well. Like the King of Swords is super like clear, has experience, has wisdom and authority enough to like make a decision. And it's like, yeah, for the collective, for whoever he rules or whatnot. There's some type of conflict when it comes to that, or it may be in the midst of conflict, like grabbing the bull by its horn, maybe. People may be arguing, saying things, maybe because of this change, or maybe because of this stuff happening, or just like this is happening or whatnot. Chaos, conflict. And yeah, like I said, like, you know, sometimes like people who have always been on something or been doing something for years or whatnot, and when they need to change, they bicker about it. They're like, oh, technology and these young people. I don't know, there may be changes like that. Or like, you ever heard like somebody being in something for the longest, and when they want to change or whatnot, maybe in their relationship or their friendship or their family, when they want to change for the better and progress and become more sovereign or in charge or in control of their energy, or just in general, like that's great. That makes people like feel a way. They're like, who do you think you are to be changing? You changed, something like that. But there's that. There's a lot of you, or some of you, whatever, it may be called to like go into hermit mode, like have some introspection, maybe go into like and then people are gonna do the words thing. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I feel like it bothers people with the words and stuff, but it's like going into isolation or solitude, whichever it is. There's something about like going within, like something about inner reflection or something like that. Some of you, it will be to do you well to like do studies or something like that, so you could be more secured in like what you're doing, honing in your skills and everything like that. you have all that you need on in the core, and there's something about you. You or something is taking off. You are taking off. There's some type of ascension going on. This could be happening like when it comes to teamwork, working with others, or something about working on a project. This could be some type of job, or like working with others, socializing with others, and like to create something, bring something about. And like this may have to just do with like how you interact with others for things to happen, to things to come about or whatnot. But at the end of this, there is like conflict, again, chaos, things arising, but I feel like it's the winds of change. I think it's like people like interacting with each other, maybe figuring it out. And overall, this whole entire spread is about, new beginning, anew, the Fool card. It's about new beginning, anew or whatnot. It's starting from the ground up or whatnot. Maybe a little bit of a mess right now, but yeah. So taking a risk, starting a new beginning or whatnot. You, as you're watching this right now, there's something about maybe people may be holding on to the past. There may be something that people may be realizing about I don't know if it's like their childhood or children, or there's something that has to do with this, with like the future of the children, or there's something about just holding on to the past or holding on to things. And it could just be like their mentality, like them holding on to their mentality since they were a child, or how they grew up or whatnot. It could just be like the way that old things were happening or whatnot. And that could blind you, that could hold you back or whatnot from progression, from seeking the highest love and abundance that we can seek in this world, and whatever you are in, or something like that. All right, let us clarify with 3 cards, and we'll do the other stuff that I usually do. So I did tell you I was gonna do it again. Nobody wins when the family feuds. Family Feud by Jay-Z, or the Carters, I forgot. Nobody wins when the family feuds, type of thing. Yeah, I guess this is the 6 of Swords. You, as you're watching this right now, mental progression, moving forward mentally, like we're moving on. And then the sun can represent children and fulfillment and joy as well too. There's something with joy, like true divine joy, and like pure innocent like joy and fulfillment or whatnot. Like, isn't that where we're trying to go towards? You know what I mean? We're always trying to strive for perfection, to be better as a society, and like therefore within our lives. Like when it starts with children, you know what I mean? When you have children, we're like we're gonna do better. I'm gonna do better than my mom did, than my mother did, or whatever. You know what I mean? Because we want better. And just like at work, and like in hospitals and in jobs and stuff, how can we make things work better for everybody, to progress, to become better, and we strive for perfection? You know what I mean? Hold on, we're gonna do the other stuff and I'll read. Okay. Wow, the healer. Oh my God, the sacral chakra. This could definitely be like something with the moon, mother wound, womb. Sorry, this will be something about the womb and mother womb, like Mother Earth, or the womb or whatnot. Healing, something with sacral chakra and children. Maybe some people are like, I'm not gonna like. And if that's the case, oh yeah, you're not gonna be like your mother, you're gonna be better, or something like that. Like, actually do that. Don't get, I don't want to go on a rant, sorry. Just don't get caught up in like life and then become the same or like worse or something different, but it's like not helpful to your children. Because everybody says that, but then when you have a child, it's like, I don't know. I'm gonna be quiet. But yeah, and then top of the deck, you got meditation too. And see, alignment. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's like meditation, but it's like to become aligned enough, like open enough in all chakras, kundalini and all that stuff in order to be aligned. Maybe some of y'all need to focus on your sacral chakra or whatnot. But yeah. It's interesting. I was gonna turn the color to purple, but I forgot. And it is orange right now, so that's very interesting that it's there. Like literally it's on orange right now. Y'all might not see it that well, but like it may look red in the thing, but like it's definitely orange, and that's very interesting that sacral chakra came up. Okay, 5 chimes, and then we'll like move forward. Okay. Oh, not that much. Yeah. So yeah, to clarify this whole entire spread, we got 6 of Pentacles here. We got the Hierophant. And then we got 2 of Wands. And then I'll read this afterwards. We got the Healer. I am loving and compassionate and able to bring healing to others. It's very interesting. That is the number 8 too. And the number 8 is the number that came up for this week's Venusday Deadpool reading. So very interesting. Yeah. First, let me see. There's some rebalance and coming back. Rebalance and coming back to order. And yeah, 2 of Wands is here twice. When it has to do with a path, maybe something, making something more firm. You know how like when they renovate places, or like there's like housing, like, you know, apartment buildings, or like, you know, the roads even, like they're doing it now, and I think it's because like just in case like it snows or whatnot, when it gets more cold and everything. But like when they repave the roads or whatnot, or sometimes they like break up the road just in order to rebuild it to make it stronger or something like that. Even like in like apartment buildings and stuff, when things have been there forever, they just redo it, like they break it down to like have a rebuild or whatnot for more firm foundation. Let me see the 6 of Pentacles in this real quick. But it's interesting, and it's giving me one of the cards. And even before I even got that deck, I was thinking that too. There's something about like traditional, but it's like futuristic. And then one of my decks is called Our Ancient Future. So it's like things have always been, it's just that progression at the same time. It's giving me that. Man, it's giving me the shroom trip too. That's crazy that like when I was on one of the trips or whatnot, like I kept hearing, I don't know how to explain it to you really that well. I don't know who it was. I feel like I'm not gonna explain to you. I'm just gonna say that like it could be God, you know what I mean? But it was like a being. I feel like it was the ultimate being, and I was going through like the cycles and stuff, and like with the animals, and she was just kept saying, I left reminders or whatnot. And it was something with like always being here, but like moving forward. And it's like we left reminders, she kept saying that. Yeah, the upright, the 6 of Pentacles means generosity, support, and gratitude. Yeah, great generosity, support, and gratitude. It's interesting that it says gratitude, and I said what I said, because like, I don't know, it's something about something being left here to grow. Something was left here to grow. So it's like being grateful for what is here, because it was left here to grow. And then the support and the gratitude. I mean, support. It's very interesting I'm saying all this, man. Like, okay. Something about remembrance. And again, and then it's giving me that whole thing again too. And it's kind of like school, and then I'm going back to when 444, there we go. I'm going back to where, in one of my readings, I was describing like when I was in Seton Hall, and there were, I forgot specifically what they were called. It was something with an S, I feel, but like there was like a major or like a program in my school where like people who wanted to become priests and all that stuff, they went through, and like sometimes they would travel. That's crazy. Wow. They would travel, but it's like to learn the world. 4114. I've been seeing mirrored numbers too. But yeah, it's like to travel to like learn, but not just to travel, but just to learn and stuff like that. And then there's something here about, again, it's repeating again, like being so solid in yourself or in the traditions or in the things or whatnot, the truth, the solid things, and it's to like as you progress or to progress, you know what I mean? During this time, like stand super tall, super strong, yeah, super strong and super tall, and like too super tall, yeah, and like your energy. Know where you're going, know your path, even as things start to, the winds of change starts to pick up, and it starts to stir up, and things may be chaotic and conflict. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, and it's like being a leader. There's something about being a leader. This could mean a lot for a lot of people. This could be like your job, like, you know what I mean? This is meant and destined for you to be like this manager, the supervisor, the leader amongst people, maybe in a group, or maybe you just starting something on yourself, maybe self sovereignty or whatnot, like, and all of that stuff. Maybe something about if you're a shaman, a priest, or something like that, needing to lead a congregation and all that. That's very interesting. Whoa. Trippy. But yeah, all of that. Something about reorganizing and all that stuff. And it's like tradition, but it's like respects for what has been and what was left here. Like I said in the beginning, I don't know if I explained the trip really that well. It was a minute ago. When I say a minute ago, it's literally not a minute ago. And that the last one I had was like in 2021. But yeah, yeah, this is the shaman, yeah, the healer. So oh my goodness, some of y'all really could be like priestesses. Y'all could be like literally like the fathers, like, you know, a rabbi, like the priesthood, priestesses like high priestess, high priest, shamanism or something like that, or even like you're in the regular world. I hate the separation and the bullshit, because it's bullshit. You know, because we all have our place, you know what I mean, in the world. Like, some of us are really super, like, you know, crystally and some of us are just regular people just chilling, but it's like that's our place in the world to, like, encounter things and blah, blah. And then some of us belong in, like, the school, or, like, you know, because you have to be that teacher or that student to affect someone, or, like, you have to be that nurse to like, affect a certain person. You know what I mean? For again. But yeah, again, the healer, and then look, the shamanism kind of thing. Let's read that and then do the signs and everything else. So yeah, we have here the healer. I am loving and compassionate and able to bring healing to others. This card is here to ask you to awaken your natural feminine healing abilities. But before you can begin to heal others, you need to bring about healing in your own life in a mental, physical, and spiritual level. To do this, you must connect to the healing energies of nature by eating fresh, organic, whole foods, and if possible, follow a vegetarian diet. You also need to remove chemical toxins from your diet, your beauty regimen, and your environment. Treat your body with the utmost respect. Give it rest, exercise, and nutrition when it needs it. Do not neglect any aspect of yourself. You may need to see a natural healer should you have a recurrent or persistent condition. If you are healthy and this card comes up, it could mean that you need to share your own healing experiences with others or study a natural healing technique so that you are able to heal others. There are many natural healing fields that bring about a greater understanding and respect for nature and the universe. Herbalism, crystal healing, Reiki, find one that resonates with you. And it could be other things than that. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be these three things. There's a lot that you guys know yourself what you're supposed to be doing. Whether you simply read about the subject or do a course, both will bring about further healing and a greater understanding of health in your own life. Wow, and that's over here. That's what I'm saying, like with the Ascension and the Hierophant and stuff like that. Some of y'all could be teachers, you know, whether it's actually in school and college or just like teachers, like, you know, to be teaching people things and stuff. Wow. Wow. We got the first, the signs we have here are Aries, Virgo very heavy. We are just starting Virgo season, so yeah. And then it could be more of the school thing. Some of y'all might be in nursing school, or some of y'all maybe in school period, but there could be also being a teacher as well, for sure. Because around Virgo season and stuff, I said that usually that's when people start going back to school and starting jobs, you know what I mean? So it could be something about being a manager at a job and stuff like that, so yeah. Oh, something about fall in line, needing to fall in line with the universe, what things are. Yeah, we got Aries, Virgo, very heavy here. We've got Gemini, we've got Taurus, and we've got Aries and Libra. So Aries and Virgo very heavy. There could be something with like knowledge and something with like school, maybe something with y'all children and they're starting school and just like progression and how things are gonna change. This is gonna be interesting, okay? But yeah, you could be any of those signs. This sign could be in your chart. It could be the energy of this reading. It could be anyone around you. It could be the planetary placements, all of that stuff. You apply it where you need to and everything like that. So we have a blank rune here or whatnot. There's something about blank slate or whatnot. Yeah, blank slate. What can you put on your canvas? Something about redo. And then I think this is Urus. I may be wrong. I think it may be Urus. U-R-U-Z. U-R-U-Z. Yeah. I gotta finish. My little ticks are starting to come. I'm sorry. U-R-U-Z. Urus, a wild ox, physical strength, speed, untamed potential. You have potential. You have potential. And that's over here. That's what I mean. Like, there's something about being so super like hardcore to your core, or standing in your core to the point that like you can go really swiftly. You know what I mean? Safely and effectively, efficiently. Something about swiftly, speed, and like where you can go because you are so good within yourself first. Let's see these other signs. We have the hawk, the bad omen, the bad meaning, and it means the following. We have 1, 2, 3 here, and we have Leo here. Too stern in perspective. You win, but by what cost? Icarus. It's on me. Something feels at the end a little bit egoish. I feel like because things are what they are, and they're settling in a certain way that conflict may come up and people may like push back or be upset. I want to mention like a show, but like I don't want to because of certain reasons. But it's like, you know, when things need to change and get better, you kind of just realize who is best to be the leader. You realize who's best to be a leader, who has the best experience, or just like mindset or whatever. So, and then people may have conflicts and may say something and all that stuff. Yeah. So yeah, too stern in perspective. What you win, but by what cost? Icarus, flying too close to the sun, too smart for your own good. Powerpuff Girls, I told you I was gonna win. And then so fast that you left ruins. Happiness, joy, fulfillment. Happiness, joy, fulfillment takes time, balance, compassion, consideration. That's over here with the Emperor and the 5 of machetes and the 2 of wands or something like that. There may be something about ego and being too hard-headed, not trying to like see like how like, and too much control maybe, you know what I mean. And then you have the ultimate. Yeah, this is something universal or something that's going on. I'm getting it is what it is, the ultimate. Ultimately this will happen. Ultimately this is what this is. Then we have Moonstone. That's crazy. That's over here where she has this, even though I think it's a clear quartz, but it's over here with the crystal she's holding in her hand. But yeah, Moonstone helps with psychic power, intuition, meditation, protections, psychic and aura. Oh yeah, psychic and aura protection, reality shifting, brings and aligns you with success and luck. Wow, all over here with the Ascension and the Healer and the 3 of Pentacles and all that stuff. So and you have protection against whatever like winds of change, and you know how the tornado like happens or whatever, and then like things start picking up with the tornado and sometimes people get hurt. Within that, metaphorically, you are protected from the winds of change, just as long as you stand stand 10 toes down and you stand in who you are, you follow your path, and you stay in this meditative aligned space and whatnot, and you move swiftly in that. You should be protected and good. So yeah, some of you are psychics or good with intuition and everything. That's so cool. Like you're probably gonna be in a regular, 9 to 5 or socially norm setting, but like you're like literally a psychic or this type of person within that, like or whatnot. I don't know why the word anomaly has been coming up lately in my head. I gotta look it up again. If y'all want to watch that movie, it's called Anomalisa as well. It doesn't have to do anything, but I always think about Anomalisa when I think about anomaly. But yeah, that is it for this week's Venusday deck reading. The topic progression. If you would like a personal reading, you can visit my link tree. You can email me to set up a day and time. They both will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's very much appreciated and it's helpful. And peace out, y'all. Oh yeah, and Virgo is in, Venus is in Virgo until August 29th. That's very interesting. But peace out, y'all.